You're listening to DraftKings Network.
Stugotz here. I want to thank the folks over at Smirnoff for being a loyal sponsor to both God Bless Football and the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. Smirnoff knows there is no I in football. Football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, Smirnoff is the world's #1 vodka and is an official vodka partner of the NFL. And this year, there are more opportunities to watch football and make delicious Smirnoff cocktails than ever before over the holiday season. From Thanksgiving to Black Friday and Christmas, Smirnoff and the NFL are with you every step of the way. So, this holiday season, when you are enjoying the game and your cocktails, please make sure to drink responsibly. Take a minute, make a plan, never drive impaired. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly. Smirnoff number 21 vodka, distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anyone under legal drinking age. Stugotz here. I want to thank the folks over at Smirnoff for being a loyal sponsor to both God Bless Football and the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. Smirnoff knows there is no I in football. Football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, Smirnoff is the world's #1 vodka and is an official vodka partner of the NFL. And this year, there are more opportunities to watch football and make delicious Smirnoff cocktails than ever before over the holiday season. From Thanksgiving to Black Friday and Christmas, Smirnoff and the NFL are with you every step of the way. So, this holiday season, when you are enjoying the game and your cocktails, please make sure to drink responsibly. Take a minute, make a plan, never drive impaired. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly. Smirnoff number 21 vodka, distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anyone under legal drinking age.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a 1-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
God bless football, Billy Gill.
God bless football, Mikey A.
God bless football, Fuentes.
God bless football, Stugotz.
Thank you, Mike Fuentes. We were just having a discussion. I believe that football in the snow looks fun.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yesterday, honestly, can I tell you what I thought when I was seeing yesterday?
What?
I was like, this is what the Super Bowl should look like.
Yeah.
And I know people would hate if that's what the Super Bowl looked like, but like, that was football.
Yeah, that was
we
football.
Watched football yesterday.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Get
did.
rid of those crappy, respectfully to all graphics people out there, get rid of those crappy, like, negative graphics that they put on the screen where, like, you see the numbers, like, in gray and you see the fake yard markers. Because, by the way, those are always off by, like, a yard. I don't know how. Incredible technology, they can even get it that close. But, like, you can always see they're slightly off by, like, a yard. Get rid of that. Get me a guy or a gal that goes out there, throws, like, the salt or whatever on the line. We see little squigglies, and then we just see, like, an outline of where the field is. That's what I want.
Right.
Good effort, graphic guys. Get out of here.
Don't need the technology. I need some pigskin. I need some football, not your fancy schmancy graphics.
So what you saw last night was football.
That was football. That was football last night. By the way, also.
He's right. I mean, it was football. Yes.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, what about him?
How about you play without your shoes on? Big tough guy walking around with no shoes
Mac Hollins.
on. Mac Hollins, yeah, exactly.
That's Mac Jones. That's a crazy transition.
Yeah. Mac Jones should play without his shoes on too, but Mac Hollins.
Yeah.
He wants to. They won't let him.
Oh, please get out of here. What does that look like? What does that mean? Are they going to kick him off the field for not wearing shoes? They'll fine him or something.
Maybe give him a 15-yard penalty too.
Man,
do it. They have enough of a lead. They can afford it.
You mentioned Mac Jones. They left the back door open for Mac Jones, and he walked right through it. Jesus, did that hurt?
I feel so like what a bad start to the week already.
Yeah,
using Mac Jones.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of that was football. Michigan, Ohio State. That was football.
Was it?
It was.
It is
It was
bad
Big
football.
Ten football.
It was Big Ten
wonderful.
football.
It was wonderful.
It was great. It was.
Well, it was wonderful because Mikey's happy with the result.
Yes.
Yep.
Had he not been happy with the result, he would have said it was a terrible game.
We don't ignore college football here on God Bless Football. Lucy will join us in studio. She was at the game. The game. Not Harvard, Yale. She was at,
Well, she was at that one, too.
She was at that game, but it's not the game. The game is Michigan and Ohio State, and there was a fight afterwards, and Lucy was on the field, and so we will talk to her about that coming up. The college football playoff, I guess the picture is becoming clearer, although it's very confusing. What stood out for you yesterday, Billy, with the NFL? Like, was there anything besides the snow and that's football? Was there anything that stood out to you?
I mean,
Eberflus is fired. I mean,
yeah, Eberflus is out. Oh, we had some college coaches get let go of yesterday as well because for
I
a
know.
lot of people the season ended on Saturday.
yes.
Yeah, so there
I know.
lots of openings out there, including in my alma mater, but that's
Right.
not something we're going to cover
There
today.
should be one in Miami.
Whoa.
I said it. I don't care. I said it.
Whoa.
Well, he's bad in big games. I'm sorry.
I have a game that I want
Go
to
for
play.
it on fourth down, for crying out loud.
I have a
Jesus.
game that I want to play with Lucy. Also, by the way, I have an important announcement. I'm going to make it. You know what? Forget it. We're just going to make it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're a fan of God Bless Football, you're a fan of the work that we've been doing over the past years. Not this year, but just in general. A fan of the work we've been doing.
Body of work. Yeah.
I will tell you that there was an initial committee meeting for the BCS. And this week,
Oh boy.
we're going to have our first BCS standings be released. And next week, we will have our final BCS standings released. So, back-to-back weeks. We didn't want to, not to get into the specifics, but we didn't want to have a situation where we had, we're just doing things for fun, a big joke where we're just putting teams here and there and moving around. No. We get serious when we need to get serious. So,
Right.
the initial BCS...
Didn't want to influence the committee either.
the initial BCS will be out this week, followed by the final one next week. So that's
Right.
an important announcement that we need to get out there.
Well, thank you, Billy.
Yeah.
Yep. Penn State in a conference championship game, huh?
Well, okay. So my announcement was the BCS thing.
Right.
I have a game that I want to play with Lucy,
Yes.
and it is the winners amongst the losers.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll explain that when we get to that. It's not to be confused with winners and losers presented by Smirnoff, the world's #1 vodka. Please drink responsibly. That's something that we're going to be doing later today.
Mm-hmm. I have a game for you guys.
Okay. Oh, by the way, you asked me something that stands out. Commanders are good.
The Commanders are good.
Yeah.
Yes. Jaden Daniels is good.
Wow.
Good.
Should we check back in on Chris Sims' prediction from last episode of God Bless Football? Where
What happened?
He thought the Titans were going to upset the Commanders because he didn't believe in them.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Didn't work out for him.
You bet the Titans, didn't you?
No, hell no, I didn't.
You've been mad about this since yesterday. You
No,
took
no.
the Titans. No one would be
Yeah,
this upset
you
unless they
really-
took
yeah.
the Titans.
It's just
Because
when an
he's in a
asinine,
mood today.
No,
when an
'cause Fuentes-
asinine statement like
Fuentes.
the
He's in a
Commanders
mood
going to lose to
today.
the Titans is made, you remember it.
It's on you for listening to
Yeah.
Chris
I
Sims.
didn't put money on him. I had a great
You
day with the
betcha.
bets.
I am on a
heat.
heater right now. Stugotz, NFL, and I took Washington. So, I mean,
Yeah.
listen to me and stop listening to Chris Sims.
It'd be
Jesus.
crazy.
I
to take
I
that.
stopped listening to Chris Sims when he told me Zach Wilson was going to be good. Like you gotta find that line and then just don't cross it again.
There's
Right.
still time on that one.
Yeah. Is there?
Eh.
I think so.
Is
I
there
mean,
though?
no, Billy's right. Mikey, it took Geno Smith like a decade after he left the Jets to get it right.
There's still time
Yes.
on that one.
Sam Darnold too.
Unbelievable.
I think
Unbelievable.
I believe, and I could be wrong. I believe that the Jets. I saw this stat. Are the first team to lose twice in a season to players they drafted at
Oh,
quarterback.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That was a good loss, though.
So
by the Jets.
so do you think Aaron
Oh, yeah.
Rodgers is going to be good in a decade, or
I don't
how's
know.
that going to work?
I don't
How's
know.
that one going to work?
Yeah, that was a good loss for the Jets. It
Okay.
was. Absolutely. Yes. I don't want to win games.
Mm.
I don't want to win
What?
games, and I don't want the Jets benching Aaron Rodgers. He gives our team the best chance to lose.
You understand? You don't even know who's going to be making the decision on your next quarterback, correct?
No idea.
So the idea.
Woody
that you just-
Johnson.
you had, he may not even be in the organization at that point.
Right.
So
He'll be there.
you're just hoping that the person that they hire is going to get it right without even knowing who that person is.
Yep. I know.
Billy,
Welcome to the Jets.
as a lifelong Jet fan,
Yeah.
I already know they're not going to get it right.
They're not.
So that's
I
why I'm
already
saying-
know.
So why are we excited about them losing?
I don't know. It's a good loss. I mean, that's all we have. I mean,
Because it's better than winning.
By the way,
Billy, we spend our entire time as Jet fans looking towards April and May.
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know why we're talking about the Jets because this is definitely not how we should be starting the show in the first segment. But by the way, if you want to see the Jets lose along with us, come out. We're going to be at Dolphin Mall this coming Sunday. Mikey's going to be flying into town. If not, you can watch us on YouTube. It's going to be another Sunday service, I think we're calling it, presented by Smirnoff. And you can kind of little watch along. Dolphins, Jets, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Nice.
Come out. You can watch it if you're in the Miami area. If not, we'll be on YouTube.
Excellent. You mentioned Sam Darnold. That was a great win yesterday. In his last 3 games, 3 wins, 811 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Darnold, when trailing by 13-plus points in his career, was 0-25. Until yesterday.
Yeah.
Crazy. The
All
NFL.
right.
I have a game for you, Billy.
Okay.
It's called I Could See It.
I can see it.
Yes.
Ooh.
I can see it.
How does this work?
I can see it.
Well, it's a game called I Could See It,
Yeah.
and you only have 2 options. Your options are I could see it or I can't see it.
Okay.
Okay?
This is different than Don't Look Now.
It's a totally different game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's called
Completely.
See It. It's called
I can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you forget the name?
Yes.
Okay. It's called I Can See It. All right.
Yes.
I can see that.
Do I have to close my eyes?
It's Monday afternoon. Yeah, maybe. You might want to
okay,
close
well,
your eyes.
now we're
Yeah.
getting into Don't Look Now territory.
Okay. Well, do it how you want to do it.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes open for this one.
Okay.
But I'll just stare off into my Smirnoff bottle.
So the name of the game is I Could See It.
Yeah. God Bless Football presented by Smirnoff. We do game days. Please drink responsibly. Smirnoff Company, New York. New
Smirnoff
York.
Company.
Yeah.
You were helping him out with a disclaimer.
I know. I know what we're saying.
I saw that pause. I
Right.
saw that pause.
I can
That
see
was
it.
Yeah. What's next?
Yeah.
I got it.
Mhm.
I know what we're doing.
I Could See It.
Mm-hmm.
The Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Oof, I cannot. I cannot.
No one can see it, huh?
I cannot.
I cannot see it.
I cannot
I
see
cannot
that.
see it.
Is this
Okay.
how the whole game works? Do you now help me see it, or
No, well, no, I'm not going to try to help you see it. I, too, when I closed my eyes last night, Valhalla, I, too, could not see it. I
Yeah.
was trying to see it. I wanted to see
I
it
cannot see
because I
that.
want Lamar to be in a Super Bowl, but I just couldn't get myself to seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay? I could see it.
Can I do? I have notes on how we can make I Can See It better.
See it or don't see it?
No. No, it's called I Can See It.
Okay, I could see it. Your notes?
No, I'm writing them down mentally, and then I can give them to you after.
Thank
But I
you.
imagine we do it like at an optometrist office, and we have like the big board.
Number 1 or number 2?
Yeah, we have like the big board, and it's blurry, and you're saying I can see it, and you're saying what it is, and
Right.
then as you're saying what it is, you're then describing
Sure.
why it is that you can see it, and then you go up to the thing, and it's just black, and then the black removes,
Right.
and then if I can see it, it's crystal clear. If not, it's still fuzzy.
Got it. I like
Yeah.
it. So the Ravens are
It'll
way
make for
off.
great audio.
For that, we need a budget, but
No,
that's
but
a
you have
story
your
for another
eyes. You're
day.
looking into that thing that they use
Yeah.
for the sight test, and you're saying the Ravens are way off in the distance. You can't see it.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Maybe we'll get a
Blurry.
budget next year. We'll see. Probably not. I can't see that.
I have a stat for you regarding that. Can you see it?
All right,
What?
go ahead.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are now 0-5 when they have to pass more than they run.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So I can't see it.
Yeah.
MVP, though,
I
right?
can't see Lamar as an MVP. with that
Josh
stat.
Allen's the MVP.
Yeah, he has to be.
Really?
You
You
At
can
this
see
point-
that?
yes.
Mhm.
I see it clearly and firmly from across.
He's
the room.
had now multiple, and this is a dumb way of measuring it, but he's had multiple MVP moments on the year.
He has, yes.
He had the big run
It's fair.
that won them the game a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and then he
Against
had
the
his
Chiefs.
hook and ladder yesterday.
Right.
That was so unnecessary because they were already blowing them
But
out. It was
awesome, because
complete-
that's football.
that is football. And
Yes.
him then diving like Superman towards the end zone, again, totally unnecessary. And like if he somehow gets hurt, you're like,
The way it was scored was crazy because it's a reception touchdown
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
no reception. Because
Yeah.
Amari Cooper has a
yeah,
reception.
he
And a
both-
passing
He
touchdown.
both
Yes.
he got
He
credit
could
for
do it all.
He
Yeah.
got credit for a passing and receiving touchdown on that play.
Yeah. MVP.
Yeah.
Run it in 2 in one play,
Yeah.
and then I'll be impressed.
Mm.
We could also
Give me a rushing, receiving, and passing touchdown in one play, then I'll be impressed.
Well, I mean, he
Until
had it-
then, get out of
He
here.
had it in a game
right.
yesterday, a passing, rushing, and receiving.
He
touchdown.
did. Justin Tucker's a problem, huh?
Okay, hold on. We're playing I Can See It.
He's a major problem.
This
We're
goes
playing-
along with
That
this,
was supposed to
but
be a
this-
winner and loser.
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm
Someone
sorry.
gets the show.
But this also goes with his Ravens. Can you see him in the Super Bowl? And because of Justin Tucker, I say I can't see.
I could see this as I don't see them going to the Super Bowl, but I can see a scenario in which they go to the Super Bowl and he wins them the Super Bowl on kicks.
So wait a second. You can't see them going to a Super Bowl.
But you can see that.
But you can see that.
Yeah, of course, redemption.
So you're doing the eye test, and you can't see the thing off into the distance.
Well, I don't see it, but
okay.
if said
Right.
thing happens, that's how I see it playing out.
All right.
You have another I can see it?
I do.
Okay.
Steelers in the Super Bowl.
I can't see that.
You can't see that?
I
You
can't see it.
I can
No,
see it.
I can't see that.
Oh, I can see it.
No.
I
Fuentes,
can't
can
see
you
it.
see it?
I mean, they scored a lot of points.
They looked
yesterday.
good
It's
yesterday.
so
A lot of
good.
points
Russell Wilson
yesterday,
was
yeah.
so good.
They know
looked
they had it
good.
in them. You know?
They looked good yesterday. It was the second most yards that he's passed for in a game in his career. He had 414 passing yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
An interception that shouldn't have been an interception. It should have been a pass interference. But
Correct.
That's
Yes.
a whole nother thing. He looked really good, and I heard after the game that because I think they were saying like, well, why'd you decide to pass? Was that the game plan? They're like, no, it wasn't the game plan. He just saw something and he decided I'm going to pass today.
Yeah.
Good season for him. Nice redemption season for him after
Yes.
he was discarded by Sean Payton. By the way, if that situation we had to choose winners and losers, no losers. Both winners in that situation.
Yes.
Push.
Sean Payton was right with Bo Nix, and Russell Wilson was right and, I guess believing in himself. He goes out. He's on the Steelers now, and he's great. And by the way, Justin Fields, nice little job that he has there. Basically, go out there when they just need a first down at the end of the game for victory formation. Which, by the way, I don't understand how it is that the team doesn't know Justin Fields is running.
He's gonna run every time.
He's going to run it.
Justin
They're
Fields
putting him in to run.
is on the field. He's going to
run
this
every
ball
time, guys.
and get you a first down to go to victory formation. If Russell Wilson is not on the field, Justin Fields is going to run this ball.
Yes.
Why can't you stop it? Also, why are the Bengals bad?
I don't know. Best 4-8 team in NFL history, but yes, they're bad.
How are they bad?
Easily.
Yes.
How are they bad?
I don't know.
Joe Burrow.
They gave up 42 points or 40-something
Well,
points
no.
to the Steelers, to
But-
Russell Wilson and the Steelers. That's why they're bad.
Their
Yeah.
defense is bad. Last week, I asked Chris Sims, are the Bengals going to ruin Joe Burrow's career? The Bengals don't spend money.
It's a crazy question to ask because of where we thought they would be with Joe Burrow.
They went to a Super Bowl.
It's crazy. Like as soon as they went to the Super Bowl, you thought,
Yes.
"Wow, like this
They're-
is going to be his conference."
Him and Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and you thought
Yeah.
at the time, like
Right.
he's taking this from Mahomes,
Yes.
and no.
In the
Right.
fourth quarter of that game, the Steelers were lining up, and Russell Wilson could have been calling the play at the line of scrimmage, and not in any kind of code, being like, "We're going to run it right here, this gap right here," and the Bengals still couldn't stop them. It was hard to watch.
Well-run organization, Pittsburgh Steelers. Paying Russell Wilson no money to give him that production.
I mean, yeah,
as opposed
but-
to the Jets,
okay,
who
hold
are
on.
paying $37 million.
Okay, but hold on, like that. Okay, but like this is
But what's their draft pick going to be?
this is an anomaly.
May.
This is an anomaly, and now it's kind of like, and this is like a weird question, but like, now what do the Steelers do next year?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like
They'll
now
figure
the
it out.
Steelers are in a weird position
Yeah.
where, okay, they have
Sam Darnold.
they have Russell Wilson
Yes.
on a ridiculous $1 million contract. He's not
Correct.
going to play for $1 million next year,
No.
but he seems to be the better of the quarterbacks. So what do you do next year if you're the Steelers? Do you re-sign Russ for like a crazy amount of money? Justin Fields, they haven't really trusted again, except for the situation where he goes out and he runs it. They're too good to actually get a quarterback in the draft. So like, fun year for the Steelers, but I'm leaning towards, and this isn't the game we're playing, these are all bad losses
Oh,
or
wow.
bad wins for the Steelers because they're not going to win the Super Bowl and they're not setting themselves up for future success here.
Bookmark
So-
this. It's a new game called I'm Leaning Towards. Go ahead, Mikey A.
So, Billy, what you're telling me is the Steelers took an over-the-hill quarterback on the
Sure, doesn't
downside
matter.
of his career for pennies on the dollar and then used him to go win a bunch of games. Sounds like you already know who their quarterback's going to be
I don't
next
understand how everything goes back to the Jets with you guys.
year. Sounds like you do.
Well, it does. And it doesn't
It
matter.
goes back to Aaron Rodgers.
18 consecutive winning seasons. It doesn't matter who his quarterback is going to be next year. He's still going to go 9-8. We talk college football with Lucy next.
Peloton has what you need to keep you on track to your goals, no matter what season of life you're in. Friends, we're all different. We have different schedules. We have different needs. Some of us are injured, recovering from stuff. Some of us are young parents, youngish parents. We just don't have the time. We're at different fitness levels. That's why Peloton's perfect for you. You can challenge yourself anywhere with Peloton's all-access membership. You can work out where you need to, like at home, on your bike, tread, or row, or you can take your favorite classes to go and take them at the gym with the app. No need for a personal trainer. You got Peloton, and Peloton is perfect for mindful moments during the sports season. Your favorite team just lost. You don't know what to do. Hey, guess what? Take a breather. Lay down and take a mindful meditation class on Peloton. Unwind. Forget about it. You know what else you can do with Peloton? Oh, I can't believe we just blew that game. How am I going to sleep? Boom. Peloton has classes for sleeping. Just put it on and fall asleep. Find your push. Find your power with Peloton at onepeloton.com.
Stugotz.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
God Bless Football is presented by Smirnoff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do game days.
I had no
Please
idea.
drink responsibly. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. I don't know how you couldn't have an idea.
Right.
Smirnoff everywhere.
Billy, guess what?
What?
Lucy's here.
Hey, what? Where'd she come from? Hi, Lucy.
Ohio.
Was there a 3-shot? Because then it's she was sitting there the whole time while we were talking, and then I pretend not to see her. Doesn't really work. Kind of hope that was the case.
I should be worried about the camera shots, but I'm not.
Nah,
I mean,
you know.
yes, right.
It's better that way. Just be loose. I need you thinking less.
Right. Lucy, how was your weekend?
It was interesting.
Yes,
It
you-
was,
Right.
we went to the Ohio State-Michigan game.
Right.
It was
The
very-
game, right.
Yeah, very
Yes.
chill.
Back-to-back weeks
Uh,
of the game for you.
Yes, back-to-back weeks of the game. We went to this game. I went into this game with a bad attitude. I just want to make that clear.
Really?
I know.
Why?
Why?
It was 20 degrees out.
Okay.
It was freezing. Single-digit temps when we got there, it feels like.
Hmm.
And then I was like, well, this game is going to end in like a 45-7 final.
Mhm.
That didn't happen. Everything turned around, and then Rose got pepper sprayed.
Oh, what?
What?
Rose got pepper sprayed. She's okay.
Okay.
She's chill. But she did get pepper sprayed.
Wait, so
right.
Rose, who works here at Meadowlark Media,
Yes.
she was at the game with you.
She
Yeah.
was.
You
Doing
guys
a
are
great
on the
job.
field after the game.
Yes.
The melee breaks out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Pepper spray starts flying.
Yes.
And Rose caught some pepper spray?
Yes. Rose's
Okay.
left eye. But she's good now.
Okay.
She's chill. She gets the day off.
Wow.
Nice.
Maybe that's some incentive to get pepper sprayed in the future. You get a day off.
Right. If she gets the right attorney, she could have years off.
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
Yes.
They had to pay, both schools had to pay like $100,000. I think all of that money should go to Rose.
That would be
I
nice.
agree.
Do you think it was a good week for fights? It was
It
a good
was.
week for planting flags on the field also.
Yes.
Do you think that because obviously I believe that Michigan was the first team to plant the flag this weekend.
Yes.
Do you think that the players were aware of this situation? Because it seemed way too coincidental that every team decided we're going to do this.
I think that some of them were, but
Uh-huh.
there were enough like close games to where like I'm assuming because Arizona State I think was 3:30, and that they didn't plant a flag, they planted a pitchfork.
Yeah.
Right.
UNC NC State they probably saw it. Florida State they probably saw
Yeah.
it. I saw someone put together a one shining moment video of all the fights from this weekend
Oh.
because there were
It was amazing.
Oh, it's so many fights this weekend. Like we saw the Michigan was the only one that used pepper spray.
Yeah.
Right.
But there was stuff with BYU Houston. There was stuff with UNC NC State. Like they were Auburn Alabama. So many fights this weekend.
Yeah.
The pitchfork,
I'm
by
fine
the
with it.
way,
I like the pitchfork
I thought it was
as
good.
opposed to a flag.
I do, but honestly, like these fake fields are ruining it because nothing goes into them. So then, like, you just kind of mess up the field. It doesn't plant, then it just kind of falls sideways. I think that the pitchfork specifically, I was watching, and I'm like, man, if I was a junior, I would go, like for the other team, I would take the pitchfork and I would snap it in half. Even though we
Ooh.
just lost, I would do it and just be like an iconic player for my team, even if it was like
Oh, yeah.
and I would get like all the NIL money because you'd
Exactly.
have that moment forever where you go and you get your rival's pitchfork and you just snap it in two.
See, no, that's a brilliant point because like Jack Sawyer for Ohio State, senior. What do you have to gain out of this?
Right.
No, you
Really
got to.
nothing.
Yeah.
I guess
Yes.
he'll be like a legend in Ohio State.
Legends,
But also,
legends.
I think it just sort of focuses on the fact that you lost 4 times.
When Billy started that sentence, did you think that the response was going to be "That's a genius thought"?
Are you asking me?
Yes. Like there's no way. I mean,
can I tell you something?
but you and Lucy are kindred spirits. So
I
understand.
think-
Yeah.
I think that my thoughts are good thoughts. I don't come out here with intentionally outrageous thoughts.
I got it,
I
yeah.
think that they're good thoughts.
Yes.
And in fact, I'm usually confused when they're rejected as good thoughts. I don't understand
Are
why
you?
it is that other people don't understand these are good ideas.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
I have a game for Lucy.
I have a game for Lucy too, but let's do your game
Is it
first.
Lucy or Goosey?
It is Lucy or Goosey, but hold on a second. Lucy, at any point, like, were you nervous being down on the field there?
No, because it happened so quickly.
Right.
So Rose had the camera. That's why she was close. Like,
Okay.
oh, she'll do anything to get a good shot. We really appreciate that about her. What makes her so great at her job. So I was about 10 yards back from the whole thing happening. And
Right.
so once Michigan players started running to us, and it was like very clear that they had been pepper sprayed. Like the sort of the first like moment where I was like, "What's happening?" Is a Michigan player ran up to us, started throwing up. My immediate thought was like, tough game. It's really cold out. Like that's probably what just happened. And then another player runs up and he's like profusely crying. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God, I think he got pepper sprayed. At that point, we started to run because we were like, oh my God, are we going to get pepper sprayed?
Mm-hmm.
Rose was not with us at the time. Rose was there. So like I wasn't scared because it happened so fast.
Right.
And then Rose is one of my very good friends. I love her deeply.
Notice she didn't say best friend.
She is
That's me.
someone who we have spent so much time together. So we're very, very close. So my first reaction when she got pepper sprayed was to laugh.
Yeah.
So like,
Of course.
That's what you
funny.
do with your friends.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
And so I
Right.
wasn't really scared. It immediately went to like Rose got pepper sprayed.
If it was Harry, would you have laughed? Or if it was Harry, you would have been like, "Oh,
I
Harry,
would've-
are you okay?"
I would
Where's
have
the
laughed.
line, Thomas?
I would have laughed. I think I would have laughed for most people. And I made sure as I was laughing to be like, hey Rose, if my laughing bothers you, I can do my best to stop.
Yeah,
I
I'll
would
laugh
not-
over there.
I would not have been able
Yeah.
to.
No, I'm not going to stop laughing. I'll just laugh further away.
I'll move a couple of steps over
Exactly
here.
right.
Harry was so like,
earshot.
he was like, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you good?
Yeah.
And I'm like pointing at her laughing.
Yeah.
I can't believe she got pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I made sure she was cool with it. And she said that if I had gotten pepper sprayed, she would have done the same thing.
You might be a bully.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Rose said she would have done the
Yeah,
same thing.
Rose said she
Right.
would have laughed at
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Right.
I can see that,
Rose
I guess.
was also laughing as the pepper
Yeah.
spray.
Then she asked someone, am I blind?
Yeah, she did ask someone if she was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Billy, you would laugh at me, no?
Oh, it's so
You would laugh at
Uh,
me. You would laugh at me, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, probably
You'd
not.
help me, but you'd laugh at me.
Not in the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. Be fine.
I assume you're allergic to you're immune to pepper spray.
Stugotz?
Like
Me?
it sprays. Yeah, I assume it,
It
sprays
bounces off of me?
Just grabbing another heater. Like no big
I'd
deal.
probably honestly be apologizing to other people for your actions after you got pepper sprayed.
Right, I
is what
deserved
I think
it.
would happen.
Right, I deserved it, yeah.
Not just that, but like after the pepper spraying, like where you just be screaming at something, like just let him kind of wind himself down.
Let him work it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rose
Thanks.
was too chill. That was my take.
Yeah.
She was like way too chill.
I'm
about
surprised he even told you that she got pepper sprayed. She didn't just try to
She
walk
was
it
on
off.
she was on the ground.
Yeah,
so
well,
it was
Walk
this is
it
hard
off.
hard to hide it.
I wish. Do we have a poll? Can you walk off pepper spray? I mean, I don't think it's a thing. You walk off like a hamstring. You don't walk
Nah.
off.
Blink it out.
Yeah.
Blink it out. Right. It's better. Billy, you have a game for Lucy here?
Yeah, it's not really
Okay.
a game. It's
Oh.
more of a question, but I just, I'll call it a game. So
Okay.
here's the way that it works. It's called Winners of the Losers.
Wow.
And this is how it works. We are trying to find out, or you're just going to tell us, the winners. So who it is that benefits the most from losing and not playing in their conference championship. So it's
Wow.
the winners of the losers. Now, I think an obvious one, and I got a lot of crap for saying this earlier because I said they should strive to be the winners of the losers, and their fan base hated this when I said it, was Indiana. I said I could see a scenario in which Indiana loses the game to Ohio State, but they benefit because they don't lose a conference championship and maybe sneak back in. And I think that there's another winner amongst the losers. And I know that here it's not going to be well received at all. I see a scenario, and you can now tell me I'm an idiot right after this. I see a scenario in which Miami sneaks in, depending on who wins.
No way.
If Clemson wins, then they're not getting in. If SMU wins, and they're a two-loss team.
What do you mean if Clemson wins, they're not getting in?
No, if Clemson wins, Miami's not getting in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
because
you meant-
Clemson will get in, and then SMU
If Clemson wins the
maybe gets
ACC
in.
championship game, yes.
Miami's out. I don't
entirely.
think
You don't think they're a winner
you've
amongst the
lost
losers.
2 out of
You
your
can't see
last
it.
3 against unranked opponents.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't losses to South Carolina. These
Yeah.
aren't losses to BYU like what SMU has. Clemson is very much in position to be a bid stealer, and I just don't see any situation where Miami makes it because like their strength of schedule is not strong. No matter what people might tell you, it's not. The ACC is not a strong conference.
Agreed.
Miami never played Clemson or SMU. They didn't play the top teams in this conference. So I just don't see any way that with a loss to Syracuse and Georgia Tech, which like Georgia Tech's not a bad loss. Syracuse isn't a bad loss, but they're unranked teams. Like there's just not really
And there's
the
2 of them.
space.
Right.
And so if SMU wins, SMU is in. I don't really see a way Clemson's not going to get in without winning. Miami, it's like a 30% chance or something they make it. I just don't see that happening. Things would have to be like unbelievably chaotic this weekend, but still like if you're in your conference championship game, there's a very, very high likely chance that you will make the playoff whether you lose. I just don't see there being spaces for Miami because if you're going to take a 3-loss SEC team or Miami, you're going to take that SEC team.
No doubt.
Yeah.
As
Use
they
it
should,
tonight.
yes.
Yeah, and they should.
Wait, so if Clemson wins that game, does SMU get in?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I think
'Cause
it
they're
really,
good.
They're really, really good. They've
Yes.
got 1 loss on the season. I think it really does depend on the way the game plays out. Where like if Clemson beats the brakes off of SMU, then yeah, your eye test is going to fail. You're probably not going to make it. But right now, it feels like SMU is. I don't want to say like a full lock. That Oregon is the only like real lock to make the playoff right now. I really think that SMU is most likely going to make it. And like Clemson lost to South Carolina in a really close game. Like it wasn't, a blowout by any means. Clemson is not a bad football team. But I am leaning towards SMU this weekend, but I think SMU is in. I really, really do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you ready for Lucy or Goosey?
Always am.
Okay. This is very exciting.
Is the Big 12 going to block out Indiana from getting in?
I don't believe so. So the Big 12 is a very just like, oh my God situation. Like,
It's so weird.
Talk to your kids about the Big 12.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not really safe for young viewers right now. Arizona State and Iowa State are playing the Big 12 championship game. Iowa State 10-win season, first 10-win season ever in Iowa State history. So congrats to the Clones. They did not play any of the Big 12 teams. I think they only played like 1 or 2 of the Big 12 teams that had a winning record. Like they haven't really had that like quality win. You could say their best win is Iowa or Kansas State. Arizona State has kind of done some work over the last few weeks. So I don't see a way that the Big 12 loser makes it in just because that conference has just sort of cannibalized itself just to the craziest extent. And neither team is really Arizona State more than Iowa State has sort of proven that they have some, kind of extra padding to their schedule to help boost their case for the playoff. But I don't see the Big 12 having 2 teams.
I'm just worried that
strong enough
well, no, but they even won, right? Because like at a certain point, Indiana may get blocked out because only a certain number of teams can make
the
it.
Big
right?
12. So the Big 12, I think, will only get their automatic. Bid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get another spot in
What
there.
stinks is the most exciting team in the Big 12 won't make it
Yeah,
in.
Colorado's not making
right.
it in.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying like even the Big 12 champion is a worse team than Indiana.
Oh no, that's sort of the issue you run into with this playoff. And my sort of understanding is I'm very curious to see the way that conference championship week bleeds into what the playoff looks like.
Agreed.
Because I kind of think the next sort of step this will take is getting rid of conference championships, which I'm actually okay with because you're going to see a lot of teams that are punished for losing their conference championship game that now have to play an extra week.
Yeah.
Like it's a brutal situation. Like I know we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. Ohio State, you should not be happy at all. You should be miserable. Everything should hurt. You lost to Michigan 4 straight years. Might have helped you just a teeny tiny bit because now you don't have to deal with the brutality of playing Oregon, and you're probably going to get a home playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Right, you're
Like,
still getting in.
You shouldn't be happy. I'm beating Michigan. That's the top
Winner
priority,
amongst the losers.
But it might help you just a little bit. This whole system is just very odd right now, and I do like the automatic bids, but you run into an issue where like Iowa State is probably not as good as some of these SEC and Big Ten. Iowa State's not as good as Ohio State.
Well, no,
I can say
like
that confidently. Or Indiana.
For
They're not.
Indiana, 4 Big Ten teams realistically would have to get in, right? Because like you assume Penn State will get in, Oregon will get in, right? Because they're in the conference championship game. Ohio State is going to get in.
Ohio State's
State's in.
So
Ohio State's in.
fourth is Indiana right now.
So
They may benefit also from the SEC not being very good.
They could also. We don't know what Penn State's going to do. No one
Yeah.
expected to see Penn State here right now. Penn State could easily go to bed against Oregon.
Mhm.
Like if Penn State plays Oregon in a way that's really, really bad, Penn State could potentially drop out. I don't see that happening. I'm saying that I don't project
But that's
that happening.
the weird scenario that we were talking about,
Like-
where you have someone playing for the conference championship, losing, being out, and then a team that didn't qualify gets in.
Yeah, so my take with Indiana is I think they're in a better spot than people think they are
Mhm.
because Alabama has 3 losses. Georgia could potentially go into this with 3 losses if they lose to Texas this
Right.
weekend. The SEC, Ole Miss has 3 losses. Like the SEC has eliminated, a lot of their teams have eliminated themselves. So I think that Indiana's in a better spot because you have the 5 guaranteed bids and that leaves 7 at large. I think that the ACC is the only conference that has the potential to get 2 teams in. But if SMU wins, that's now out of
It will just be SMU.
It'll just be
Right.
SMU. Clemson won't be there. So it still leaves 7 spots. That's either going to go to 3 Big Ten teams, 3 SEC teams, someone else in the mix. I still think that Indiana is in a good spot because right now, this is recording Monday, Indiana was 10th. So right now, if the playoffs started right now, Indiana is in. I kind of think they're still going to be in.
Same.
I really, really do. I think that they're not their resume, but their body of work, the way they have played has been good enough. Also, they beat Purdue 66-0 this weekend.
Right.
Purdue had 67 total yards.
Crazy.
Indiana 66 points. That's
Right.
crazy.
Well,
Now, Purdue's not good, but Indiana
Purdue
was
is-
making a statement.
Purdue
Yes.
is the worst team
Right.
in the Power 5 right now.
Right.
Do you think it's a down year for the SEC? Because some people are saying that, and I feel like they just made a super conference. You know what I mean? Like they have to all beat each other up. Someone has to lose every one of these games.
I would say yes and no. I think I look specifically at the way that, and I know I've done this. I talk a lot of about the ACC. They're a bad conference. Georgia Tech probably should have won that game this weekend.
They should have won that
It
game.
took 8 overtimes for Georgia to beat Georgia Tech. Georgia is a much better football team than Georgia Tech is. I think the SEC is closer than it's ever been. I think there's more teams at the top that are at a equal playing field. NIL has opened that up. Nick Saban retiring has opened that up. It's Texas has opened that up. Not Oklahoma. I'm sorry to you, OU. But I do think that the SEC is still a really good conference. I feel like the Big Ten's a little bit better. But it's also hard to tell because we're always I hate to be the media tells you as we're the media, but the media is always telling you that the SEC is the best conference. For my entire life, the SEC has always been the best conference. I don't know if that's the case right now. So I don't necessarily view it as a down year. It's just a weird year. It's a different year, kind of like what you said.
I would say this: if it does come down to Alabama or Indiana, I want Alabama in. I think Alabama's better.
I don't think so.
Really?
Not the way that Bama
Interesting.
has played.
Okay.
Losing to because if you lost a close game to Oklahoma, that's not great.
Right.
You got the brakes beat off of you against Oklahoma.
You did, right.
A bad, injured, broken Oklahoma team kicked your ass. You don't deserve to be in the playoff if you lose a game like that. And Alabama is they're a team where you're sure, they have all the talent. They could win the national championship, but they haven't really put together a really great performance this year. Even the Georgia game, yes,
First
that was
half,
a win.
yes.
The first half of that was amazing.
They were great.
It's been all downhill since. I think Indiana is the team that has earned it a little bit more because Alabama isn't beating Vanderbilt. They're barely getting past South Carolina. They did beat Auburn, but it's Auburn. Everybody beats Auburn except for A&M. It's just Indiana, I think, has earned more.
All right, a couple of quick ones here. Loosey or goosey. If Penn State loses a close game to Oregon, they're still getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. They
All
built the playoff to put Penn State in there.
Okay, what if they get blown out?
If they get blown out, I think that changes things a little bit.
Really?
If it's a 35-0 game, it's going to be hard to convince you that Penn State's one of the best 12 teams in the country. And I do think they are. I think Penn State is always firmly in that 7 to 10 range of the best teams in the country, which is a good place to be. It's not
This
not bad.
year.
This year,
Yeah,
right?
Normally it gets you fired.
normally
Outside
it's
looking
not
in,
great,
right?
It's
but right now
we got to
it's
get
good.
over 7. Yeah.
It took Georgia, you mentioned overtime before, Georgia Tech. It took that game to remind us just how ridiculous the overtime rules are in college football.
Lucy, but
Yes.
I have to say, my favorite thing about the overtime rules is they're so made up.
Yeah.
They're so made up. Somebody pitched them, and the response was all right, why not?
I guess.
Sure.
Can we
okay."
just stay on the same side of the field?
No, it has got to be so embarrassing to do the little walk over to the other side of the field every single time. It has the same energy of riding a bird scooter around. You're ugh. It's the ick.
Lucy or goosey, South Carolina should make the playoff.
I'm going to go Goosey right now.
Oh, they're playing so well.
They are playing incredibly well.
Yes.
Sellers is like one of the most fun players in college football. I'm just saying Goosey because I kind of think that like it's going to come down to like a South Carolina or an Indiana type of deal, and I'm going to root for Indiana in that situation.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad to see South Carolina in the playoff. They have the full energy of a team that could completely screw up somebody's season, could pull an upset, also could get blown out in the first round. You just don't know what you're going to get. I would like to see them in the playoff, but I don't necessarily know if they're going to make it.
All right, last one for you, Lucy. We went long here. Lucy or Goosey, Marcus Freeman will leave Notre Dame to coach the Chicago Bears. Lucy or Goosey. Billy, that's a rumor that's out there. You're making a face. It's a rumor that's actually out there. Marcus Freeman leaving Notre Dame. I don't think it's going to happen. I can't see it.
Goosey, why would you willingly want to coach the Chicago Bears?
Why would you?
That's a great job.
Yeah, but
That's a great job.
Cushy gig where he
No,
blows
it's-
one every year and he's
know.
fine.
Look,
They love him. You can't
My-
criticize. You can't say anything about Marcus.
no, it's the transition from college to the NFL rarely works. It's a completely different sport.
I know.
I just don't see that working. Marcus, don't do that to Jessica.
No. Where are you going this week?
Stay put, huh?
We are probably going to the Big Ten Championship game.
Oh,
Wow.
Indy is a great host city for this event, by the way. It's
Is it
always
really?
a lot of fun. I've had a good time, and Iowa's lost by 45 points every time I've gone, and I still have fun. So that's how great of a host city Indy is.
Last one, Lucy or Goosey, Georgia beats Texas.
I'm gonna go Goosey. I think Texas wins this time around.
Really?
Yeah,
And
they had
Georgia's
their-
out then.
No, I think Georgia's still in.
Yeah.
Georgia's going to lose and still get in?
Georgia is going to be the 3-loss SEC team that makes it to the playoff. Book it, take it to the bank. Thank you.
Wow. Book it and take it to the
Wow.
bank. Lucy, thank you as always.
Lucy guarantee.
All right, Lucy guarantee. More NFL coming up next. Stugotz here. Right now, my friends over at Simply Safe, they are extending their Black Friday deal for our God Bless Football listeners. Simply Safe is the home security I trust to keep my home and family safe. I've been telling you that for years now. This is your last chance to protect your home at Simply Safe's lowest prices of the year. Simply Safe is a new way to protect your home that stops intruders before they break into your home. Old school systems only take action once someone is already inside your home. That's too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection changes the game by preventing crime before it even happens. Simply Safe is extending its massive Black Friday deal for our listeners this week only. You can take 50% off any new system with a select professional monitoring plan. This is your last chance to claim their best offer of the year. Head to simplysafe.com/GBF to claim your discount and make sure your home is safe this holiday season. Don't wait. This offer won't last long. Keep your home, your family, and your peace of mind protected with Simply Safe. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Stugotz. We are running out of time on this week's episode of God Bless Football.
Yeah.
Went a little long on the first, a little long on the second, and we still have Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by, and we have a surprise in that one next segment.
Really?
And we have winners and losers presented by Smirnoff, the world's #1 vodka. Please drink responsibly coming up in this segment.
So there's a surprise next segment with the big board bets that you're not going to share with us now. You're teasing it for next segment.
Correct. It's big breaking news.
Wow.
BBN.
Exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
On a Monday.
Do you have anything you guys
a
have
lot
any
of
top
Bs.
fives? Anything we got to get to or anything like that or no?
No, I don't have top fives. I think we need to get to winners and losers, don't we?
No, we do, but I'm just asking if you guys have anything that you want to get in. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hogging up the show with a bunch of different segments that I'm doing.
I got my game in. Can you see it? And so I'm good.
Did you have any more of those or no? It's just the two.
I did have some more.
Ooh, you want to do a quick lightning
Can we get
round?
one?
Can you see it?
Can
yeah,
we get
just a
one?
quick
Yeah.
Can you see it? Maybe
Green
we
Bay Packers make the Super Bowl. Can you see it?
make the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Now you have the Lions and the Eagles
Well,
in that same
we don't
conference.
Need to, we don't need to
and you
do
can
any
still
more.
see it.
You don't need to do any more.
Why?
Just
Because we
get-
can all see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
Any other?
see
quick-
it.
I'm just surprised you can see it so clearly. That's all.
Just
Of
another
course.
quick.
I'm sorry.
Another
Is
quick.
it snowing in Lambeau? Because then I might not be able to see it.
It's snowing. No, I can't predict the weather. I
Yeah.
could just tell you that the Packers are going to make the Super Bowl. Can you see it?
If it's snowing, I can't see it
Right.
because they're outdoors.
Okay.
I can see the Lions because it's a dome and there's no weather.
All right. I got a couple more.
Okay, quick.
Bill Belichick, Bears. Can you see it?
I can't see it. No.
I can't see it.
Bill
Can't see
Belichick
it.
is not coaching in the NFL.
Can't see it.
All right.
No.
I had a tough time seeing it as well.
All right.
Mike Vrabel, Bears. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I can see it.
If you squint.
I can
can see it.
I
Yep.
can see it.
Mike Vrabel,
It's a little fuzzy,
Yes.
but I can see
I
it.
can
Mike
see it.
Vrabel, Ohio State. Can you see it?
Oh, I can see that.
I can see it.
Oh, I can see that.
Man.
I can see it. I can see it.
Poor Ryan Day, man.
Well, if Ryan Day wins a national championship, they should still fire him.
I feel like Ryan Day.
Okay.
I feel like Ryan Day is a great place to start winners and losers.
Wow. winners
Ryan
and
Day to
losers.
the Bears. Can you see it?
I can't see it.
No.
Ah, I can see it. I can see it.
I can't.
Oh,
Ben McDonald, can you see it? Bears.
Oh, I can see it.
I can hear
I
it.
can't see it.
I can hear it very loud.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Time for winners and losers.
Ah.
Presented by Smirnoff, the world's #1 vodka. Please drink responsibly. I have 2 winners and 2 losers.
Wow.
We don't need to get to all of them today.
Wow.
If you guys have winners and losers you'd like to contribute, also you can just tweet us if you'd like. Tweet us #winners and losers and send us your winners and losers for the week.
All right.
And you will get nothing, but we'll see it and then we'll laugh.
So
Say,
you-
oh wow, good winner, good loser.
You have 2 winners, 2 losers.
2 winners, 2 losers.
All
First
right.
winner. And this winner I had selected before the game was even played last night.
Wow.
The winner, Josh Allen.
He's a big winner.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Big
He loves
winner.
the snow. Yeah.
Not just loves the snow, he loves his girlfriend, now his fiance.
Ah,
Josh Allen is
yes.
engaged. and
Loves love.
you know what? I love love as well. So, Joshy, we may have had our history in the past, but I love that you found happiness. Josh Allen, my first winner of the week.
Yes, all right.
Send
I
the
like
invites to the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be
Please.
there.
What do you think we're going to do for his bachelor party?
I have no idea. It's in
Oh,
your
man.
hands.
What do you
I
think
mean,
about?
You're gonna go to Subway.
Do I have to plan it?
You're his best man.
Oh, boy.
What do you think about a wedding gift? Maybe toaster,
A lot of responsibility.
espresso machine? No.
I do wonder.
Go hands on a gravy boat.
There you go.
I wonder if they'll have a registry. Anyways, that was my first winner of the week. Now
All right.
you want a loser?
Yeah, go ahead.
My first loser of the week. Presented by Smirnoff, the world's #1. I don't know if we're waiting for music or not. First loser, the Chiefs.
Bring it back.
Wow.
I know you're thinking the Chiefs. They won. How are they the loser?
They
of the
won,
week?
yes. Yep.
Man, the Chiefs. And I love the Chiefs. You guys know I'm part of Chief Kingdom.
Right.
Everybody knows.
We do know.
Big part of Chief Kingdom.
Yep.
I text Ed Rea after almost every game about the Chiefs. I have my Chiefs fan in
Our
Ed.
buddy Ed, yeah.
Ed and the Chiefs. I didn't text them this week because, oh boy, they won that one. But the Chiefs have not been impressive. They are the least impressive one-win team I think we've ever seen. I'm not even saying
One loss.
we have ever
One
seen.
loss,
Yeah, one
yes.
loss team. Yeah,
Right.
I'm still kind of broken up about that whole Mac Jones situation earlier in the show.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just making all kinds of mistakes today.
You're reeling? Yeah.
I am. I believe they have the worst point differential of a one-loss team of any team that's ever been at
Yeah.
this point in the season.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great. The Chiefs right now.
Keep the music on. Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I don't
How
think.
can you not see it?
I don't
How
think-
can you not see it? It happens every year. How could you not see it?
Wait, Billy can't see it. Hold on. Let the man speak.
I don't think I can see it this
Oh,
time.
my God. He can't see it.
I don't think that I can see it this time. It took a botched snap.
Right.
That I don't even know why they were snapping and not just kicking a field goal at that point. The only reason I know why they would have been doing it is because the Raiders had already missed 3 field goals in the game. So it's
Right.
kind of like we need to get this as close as possible, but
Sure.
still, I don't know if I can see it.
All right, he can't see it. Me and Mikey can see it clearly. Fuentes can see it clear. Why wouldn't you be able to see it clearly? It doesn't matter. Billy can't see it. You have another winner?
I'm going to give you another loser because it's kind of related to what we were just talking about right now. Justin Tucker.
Loser.
Oh, poor Justin Tucker. He
Yep.
missed 3 kicks yesterday, 2 field goals and an extra point.
Yeah.
He yesterday was a bad day for kickers. Sneaky bad day for kickers. A lot of kicks were missed yesterday. We had a situation where Justin Tucker was going back and forth this entire season for most accurate kicker of all time in terms of like field goal percentage. And I believe if my memory is not failing me, which it has been all episodes, so it probably is.
Right.
I believe that like last week or the week before, Cairo Santos passed him because Justin Tucker was missing. And then Cairo Santos yesterday decided, you know what? I don't want to be number one. I'm going to miss a bunch of field goals yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Heavy as the head.
Everyone was missing kicks, and Justin Tucker, I believe, is now leading the league in missed kicks this season. A one-time sure thing now has fallen on hard times, so much so that there were rumblings after yesterday's game, during yesterday's game, not even after the game, of is it time to move on? if you're Baltimore.
So he had 3 missed kicks yesterday, first time in his career. He does lead the NFL with 10 missed kicks this season. Yeah. And there are talks about them moving on.
Crazy.
From Justin Tucker,
Because, by the way, in the game we played earlier, can you see it? I did not see the Ravens making the Super Bowl, but I did see a scenario where if they did, Justin Tucker wins them the Super Bowl. So, bit of a roller coaster ride this year for Justin.
Billy, the Ravens, 5 losses by a combined 22 points. Tucker has missed field goals and extra points, a total of 22 points. Yep. He's the reason.
All right.
Last winner, he's kicking his way out of the Hall of Fame.
He might be doing that. My last winner, real quick, is just Russell Wilson, and we kind of went over that one earlier.
Yeah, I have a winner real quick.
Really?
Yeah. They lost, but Carolina, what a win.
They're not terrible.
Bryce Young?
They're not good, but they're not terrible.
They're not terrible.
Carolina might have a quarterback.
They might a little bit.
I kind of see something. I don't know what it is. I kind of see something.
Yes.
In Carolina.
I can see it.
Can you?
I can see it.
What is to be determined, but we can see it.
I can see us all owing Frank Reich an apology. How about that?
I mean, that.
He drafted him.
He should not have been fired. He didn't want to draft him also.
He did not want to draft him.
He was right about that one.
I take my apology back.
C.J. Stroud.
Yes, he did want C.J. Stroud, and he's regressed. This is crazy.
Wow, so we don't owe Frank Reich an apology.
We have no idea. BBBs with a big announcement. Next.
Time to move? Skip the hassles of selling during the holiday season and sell your home directly to Opendoor. Request an all-cash offer in minutes, close, and get paid in days. You can even pick your close date so you can move after New Year's. Start your move at opendoor.com or download the Opendoor app. Opendoor is represented by Opendoor Brokerage Inc., license 02061130 in California, and Opendoor Brokerage LLC in its other markets. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, wrapping it up here on God Bless Football. We have the Broncos and Browns tonight. That means I'll be sleeping by 8:15, 8:30. Billy.
Yeah.
The BBBs are coming up. This is very exciting.
They are. I told you I have big news.
Yes, but before, I was setting you up for that. Before we get to the BBBs, your picks, and you've been on fire.
Yeah.
You teased some big news last segment about the BBBs.
Yeah, we do have some big news. So, Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by 6 Bs.
Yes.
Has a 7th B this week.
What?
Because Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by
Get out of here.
Has a sponsor. It's Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by the comedy series Bookie.
Oh, wow.
From Chuck Lorre and Nick Mackay, starring Sebastian Maniscalco. Season 1 is now streaming on Max. Season 2 debuts December 12th.
All right.
Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by Bookie.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Very exciting. I'm excited that we have a sponsor.
I am so excited
And
for
I'm
you.
excited it starts with a B.
Yes.
It's just all coming together.
For years around here, it's been Billy's Big Board Bets brought to you by ... And now there's no more ... Poor ... We're sorry, you lost your sponsorship.
Get out of here, ...
Yep.
It's brought to you by Bookie.
Yes.
My first one this week. We got to go through this quick because I got 3 this week as I normally do.
Okay, so Browns and Broncos tonight, and Billy has 3 picks for you.
I do have 3 tonight.
So many
On the
Bs.
season, 33-16. We had a 3-0 last week, which is magical. And we never faltered. We were never doubting it, even though it happened with about 10 seconds left in the game. First pick this week, Billy's Big Board Bets, brought to you by Bookie, is Bo Nix.
Oh, wow.
Over 219.5 passing yards. The Browns are 15 in pass defense. They allow 214.4 yards per game.
Yep.
Bo Nix has passed the 209 that he needs to get 5 straight weeks and 6 of the last 7 weeks. I think that Bo Nix is going to do it. I will tell you that I was conflicted because I wanted to do Jameis over.
Sure.
But I went with Bo Nix over on the situation.
Denver Broncos, AFC Championship game. Mikey, can you see it?
Can't see it.
Can't see it. Fuentes can't see it.
Can't see it.
Can't really see it, huh? All right.
But they're the ones that beat the Ravens.
Yep. Yeah, they are the ones that beat the Ravens. You're right.
Yeah.
At home, they'll play the Ravens.
Big
right?
upset. Yeah.
Yes. The Ravens should be getting the home game. They won't. The Broncos will get it. The Broncos will beat the You're right. You're poor Lamar Jackson. All right, Billy, pick number 2.
All right, my next one is Courtland Sutton, over 5.5 receptions.
All right.
I was conflicted on this one.
Why?
I'm going to tell you, I was conflicted on this one. He has hit the over on 5.5 receptions the last 5 weeks. Last 5 weeks, the Broncos have been hitting on all cylinders.
Yes, they're very good.
So he has hit it the last 5 weeks. He also, the last 5 weeks, has hit the over in yards that he has for the game, which is 64.5.
Wow.
5 straight weeks he's done that. And I was tempted to do the over in yards, but I did the over in receptions of 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, if you think Bo Nix is going to throw for that many yards, then it stands to reason that Courtland Sutton would have that many catches, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not really excited for this game. Browns.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the Broncos. It's the Browns.
It's a couple of B's.
Yeah.
All right, and here's my other one, where, again, I
I just wish one of them was good. Anyway, go ahead.
somewhat conflicted. Billy's Big Board Best brought to you by Bookie. From Chuck Lorre and Nick Bakay, starring Sebastian Maniscalco. Season 1 is streaming on Max now.
Right.
Season 2 debuts December 12th. My final one.
It's exciting.
Jerry Jeudy, over 58.5 receiving yards.
Wow.
Jerry Jeudy has done this in the last 4 weeks, and this one I was going back and forth. I wanted to go with Jerry Jeudy over 4.5 receptions, which he has easily done the last couple weeks. But I wanted to spice things up a little, if I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want to do over on receptions for Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, so I did the yards for Jeudy. I did the receptions for Courtney Sutton. Yes?
Jerry Jeudy revenge game.
Yeah,
The lame one, but
I
yes.
was-
Hey, let's not get bogged down. Okay.
I was so
You're right.
tempted. I was so
Semantics.
tempted after I did these to flip Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy and do the yards and the receptions for the opposites, but I'm not going to do that.
Porque no los dos.
I'm sticking. No, I don't want to do the same prop for two different people. So I'm sticking with receptions on Sutton, and I'm sticking with the yards on Jeudy. But over 4.5 receptions for Jerry Jeudy, again, not an official pick, is a gift.
Right.
A gift.
Why don't you write it down on that board? You don't
It's
need to
final.
reconfirm that you're sticking
It's
with
final,
it.
but 4.5 is a gift, even though it's not officially one of the picks this week. Hey, godless football, everyone.
God bless football. Stugotz here. I want to thank the folks over at Smirnoff for being a loyal sponsor to both God Bless Football and the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. Smirnoff knows there is no I in football. Football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, Smirnoff is the world's #1 vodka and is an official vodka partner of the NFL. And this year, there are more opportunities to watch football and make delicious Smirnoff cocktails than ever before over the holiday season. From Thanksgiving to Black Friday and Christmas, Smirnoff and the NFL are with you every step of the way. So, this holiday season, when you are enjoying the game and your cocktails, please make sure to drink responsibly. Take a minute, make a plan, never drive impaired. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly. Smirnoff number 21 vodka, distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anyone under legal drinking age.
If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.